Hey everybody, today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about the top 5 things that Liz and I did during our 3 weeks that we spent in Medellin. While we were there, we actually spent quite a bit of time working, but we did get around to see a lot of the sights. I hate long intros, so I'm just going to jump right in, starting with number 5, and at the end, I'm going to give one honorable mention. Number 5, practice your Spanish. Colombia is a great place to practice Spanish because it is one of the easiest accents to understand, unlike Chile. And during her time there, Liz spent about 3 weeks in a language school, and she learned quite a bit during this time. In addition to this, there's plenty of opportunities to go practice your Spanish when you're out in restaurants, as well as different language exchange programs that they have, like Gringo Tuesdays. During our time there, I think both of us saw a significant improvement in our Spanish, and is a great place to go practice. Number 4, the free Central Walking Tour. We booked our tour with Real City Tours, and we had an amazing guide. He was very knowledgeable about the history of Medellin. He took us to Plaza Botero, which is a really cool place with 23 different bronze sculptures made by a Colombian artist named Fernando Botero. And they're very unique. They're misproportioned people and animals. It's a very cool thing to see. He was also very knowledgeable about the current politics, and we actually saw a big protest going on during the walking tour. And he was able to explain to us what was going on. So I definitely recommend Real City Tours. We had an amazing experience with them. Number 3 is the nightlife. So Liz and I aren't super big on the nightlife. In fact, in Medellin, most of the nightlife actually starts after we've already gone to bed. So it was a little bit difficult for us, but we couldn't resist going out there and at least doing a few things.
About to head to Halloween party here in Medellin.
Liz is a cat.
Because it's the easiest outfit you can have while traveling, pretty much. Just eyeliner needed.
I have nothing. So we took a salsa class, we took a bachata class, and those were really fun. We also went to a Halloween party because we were there during Halloween. We also went to multiple language exchange events so that we could practice and improve our Spanish. One caveat here, unfortunately in Colombia, there are a lot of tourists that come here and participate in, let's just call it the dark side of Colombian tourism. And if you're not sure what that is, you can go look it up. Don't come to Colombia for those kinds of things. There's plenty of amazing things to do here, so please don't be that kind of tourist. Number 2 is going on a walking tour of Comuna 13. If you want to see a different part of the city and learn more about the history of Medellin, this is definitely the place to do it. Comuna 13 used to be one of the most dangerous places in the world, but through significant investment, they were able to transform it, and now it is a beautiful area filled with amazing pieces of artwork, and it is a really cool place to go check out. It is one of the best examples of social investment, how a place can be transformed from a very dangerous place to a very beautiful place. Pro tip here, if you go, make sure that you get a guide who actually is from or lives in this community. You'll get a much more interesting and authentic tour. And if you somehow get our same guide, she'll take you to her own residence where you'll have a beautiful view of this area. And finally, number 1, Parque Virgen. So if you've been in the city for a while and you feel like you need to get away and get a dose of nature, Parque Virgen is a great place to go do that. Getting to the park is half the fun. You'll get to experience the robust and unique public transportation system of Medellin. From Poblado, which is where we were staying, your first leg of the journey starts on the metro. And from there, you're going to climb up to the park on a series of cable cars. And these cable cars are actually part of the public transportation system in Medellin, which is very unique. I've never seen anything like this before. As you're climbing the hill in the cable cars, you'll get to see a beautiful view of this vast city. Once you get to the park, there are a bunch of trails that you can hike. You can also ride bikes, or you can go horseback riding, and there's tons of other activities that you can do here that we didn't have a chance to do. Definitely, if you're in Medellin, don't miss out on Parque Virgen. It was one of our top things that we did there. Now for our honorable mention, Guatape. Guatape is a town about 2 hours outside of Medellin, so you can make it a day trip, or you could spend a couple of days there like we did. This area is known for the famous El Tenon de Guatape, which is a massive standalone rock standing 200 meters above its base. Although the site is very impressive, we found the crowds to be a bit overwhelming.
We're about to climb El Tenon in Guatape. It's only about 25 minutes, I heard, on the way up. We're gonna time ourselves to see how long it takes.
Climbing the stairs to the top felt a bit like waiting in line at an amusement park, or being herded through the Vatican. Once you get up there, the top is so full of tourists either taking selfies or trying to film TikToks. It's hard to move without bumping into someone. The view at the top is amazing, but it's just a little bit too crowded for my taste.
All right, we're at the top viewpoint. As you can see around me, there are tons of people everywhere. It was much shorter than we thought. It was about 10 minutes, and we definitely, if we hadn't had to stop so much for people, it probably would have been like 5. So it's definitely not hard. Definitely within reasonable for a lot of people to do. It's beauty up here though. There's tons of just rivers. Alright guys, well that was obviously gorgeous, but the crowds were so intense on the way down, it was insane.
Yeah.
Just imagine a giant line, like it definitely took us at least double to get down.
The same goes for the town of Guatape. It's a beautiful, colorful town, but it's filled to the brim with tourists. Although I will say we did go there on a weekend, which could have impacted our experience. We actually spent 2 days in this area, and on our first day, we rented a motorcycle and took it all the way to this beautiful waterfall that we actually had to ourselves.
All right guys, we are in near San Rafael at a waterfall that we have in a jungle all to ourselves.
For us, this was really the highlight of this area because we were able to get out there and explore on our own and have fun without the overabundance of tourists. Anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and it helps you plan your trip to Medellin, and we will see you in our next video.
Good morning everyone from Jardín. Oh, it's shaking.